when the world or anybody at large is used to, let's say a bully is used to somebody being a victim constantly. So you're supposed to be meek, you're supposed to surrender, and now you're not surrendering, you're flexing your muscles. So of course, the people who've been in power, who are used to seeing you as the proverbial dead horse, you can just keep flogging endlessly, and there'll be no reaction. And now suddenly you're starting to stand up for yourself. They will get uncomfortable about it. Now, as far as Hinduphobia is concerned, even in your premise, you mentioned post 2014. Now, a lot of it has to do with the fact that there was a massive political change in 2014, which was also supplemented by the rise of social media. Now, you can either call Mr. Modi's rise being, uh, propelled by social media, or social media, and it's just a reinforcing cycle. We can not get the starting point of it. Either way, the Hindu community, which was till now, constantly suppressed and shamed within India, that you have barbaric traditions and you are uncivilized people. Suddenly, we are starting to speak up for ourselves. We are starting to see that we are not going to look at ourselves from your lens, from the Western point of view. We are going to look at ourselves from our standards, our own viewpoint. And sadly, when the Hindu community starts speaking up, you have this rise of the phrase called muscular Hindu nationalism, that this fascist Hindu forces are on the rise. Whereas all the Hindus are doing is, all we are saying is that, look, you keep a standard to yourself. We'll take care of ourselves. We don't want your judgment. We don't want. We're not. It's not like we are judging your traditions. It's not like we are questioning you on your beliefs. So why don't you extend the same courtesy to us? So, like you said, people are just used to seeing us in that, as the weak player on the ground, and suddenly if you start uh, rising
Correct.
up and standing up for yourself, people, the powers that be, the status quo people, they will of course feel challenged, and then they'll come at you from all directions. So they'll come at you with, as in, your religious beliefs are
Yeah.
bad, or your, academically you're not quite there. So all of those things happen, but I think Hindus will ultimately stand up for their interests everywhere. It is happening in India against Christian missionaries, or Sat and Sujuda. It's happening even in India. It's happening in America. It's happening everywhere. It'll just take time, but it is already unfolding. So I'm hopeful.